Hi everyone, I just wanted to share some layouts that I've been working on. I've been doing 12 by 12 layouts lately, and this first one is from actually an old Bo Bunny collection, and it was a Christmas collection. It had a lot of turquoise and teal and green and purple, and I wasn't sure what I was going to use the paper for because it's very non-traditional, and I do tend to like the traditional colors. But when I saw what I was wearing for that Christmas, I was wearing a teal sweater, I thought that this was the perfect time to use some of that paper. So what I did was I titled it Christmas Blessing, and that's using thickers. And I first used a piece of craft cardstock and then put this die cut paper that came with the collection on it. And I just used some of the other papers in the collection, like the blue and the purple and the green. The brown I added from my stash, just some plain brown cardstock. And then I used some stickers. The Family in Love is a sticker from the sticker sheet, and the Christmas trees on the bottom of it is also from the sticker sheet. And then I added some dewdrops from Recollections. Those are those little clear raised drops, just to kind of add some interest on the page. And then the silver brad that looks like a snowflake is also from Recollections. And it's titled Christmas Blessing because that Christmas, or that December, my husband actually was diagnosed with Hodgkin lymphoma, and it was very shortly after we were married. We were only married 3 months, and then he was diagnosed December 3rd, so quite shocking, but we were very blessed, obviously, to spend that Christmas together, and you know, it was a life-changing experience. We grew closer and closer together, and we're very happy. He's going to be 5 years, hopefully cancer-free, in August, so very happy. But I wanted to kind of pay tribute to that Christmas. This is actually one of the only pictures I have of him that shows kind of the state he was in with his, you know, hair that he was losing, because obviously at the time I was not thinking of taking pictures, and I actually had just kind of gotten into scrapbooking at that point. So I just journaled about it and then added the punch from Marvy here. That's just the cancer ribbon, and I did it in purple. So that's that layout. And then this picture was actually taken at our gift opening for our wedding. And my sister had captured the photo, and I just love the way him and I are looking at each other. We didn't know she was taking the picture, and it kind of just reminded me of how much in love we were at that moment, and also how much we still are in love with each other. So this is using Bo Bunny Gabrielle collection. And obviously the background paper is from there. The Remember This Moment is an Allie Edwards stamp, and as well as the You Are My Reason Why. I stamped that on the paper. And then that is a sticker. The top note shape is a sticker from the collection. I embellished it using some Recollections flowers. And then This Is Love is actually a Recollections embellishment from, I want to say, about a year ago, when they came out with the ticket shapes that were part of their release. And then there's a little bauble there from Prima, and it says Adore with the definition of adore. And then the chipboard piece is also part of the Gabrielle collection. So that is how that one turned out. This is a picture of me when I was about 5 months pregnant, 5 or 6 months pregnant with my first son. And my kitty loved to lay on my tummy. Every time I would be on the couch, she would be right on top of my tummy. It was almost like she was protecting the baby, or could feel the baby moving. And so it was so neat to capture that photo. So I titled it Beautiful Precious Moments. And let's start at the corner here. I just used a K & Company die cut from the little boy paper collection, and then I had some stickers from Deja Vu that was all about pregnancy, and so I found the word anticipation, and that little piece sticking out right there is actually part of a Recollections trim from the dollar bin that's currently out. And then I used my roller date stamp to say I love this, and then dated it November 25th, 2010. And I just said, as my tummy got bigger, Sammy's favorite place to be when I was resting on the couch was on my belly. It was almost as if she could feel you moving. The papers I used was papers I got from Tuesday Morning out of I think it was called ATD, and it was just a baby collection. And again, at this time I'm wearing purple, and because it's a photo of a baby that we actually didn't know it was a boy at the time, so I thought I could get away with kind of using purple and greens instead of just focusing on all the blue that I'm focused on right now. The Curious word is from KI Memories, and Friend is from a wedding, actually a wedding collection from ATD that I had gotten from Tuesday Morning as well. And then I just die cut a Sizzix felt camera on my Cuttlebug. And then again, the blue is the trim from Michaels, and I just used the scrap way up the top, and then, just put some lace on the bottom to kind of soften up the edges. So I really like the way this turned out, and again, I'm still working on the layering techniques, but I thought this one was really a good way of utilizing the paper layers. So, love that. This one I had fun with some paint splattering. This is from me and my husband actually building my first son's crib, and I'm just going to take you through the papers I used. First, I used a piece of plain white basil cardstock, and I had this real thin paper that just has a light checker print on it that I wanted to kind of use as my background. And I matched up the brown that is in this flower print and kind of backed it with this crazy bursts of color and shapes from a paper line GCD Studios, and it was from the Chic Bebe, B-E-B-E collection. It's a baby collection, but I would say only about 3 or 4 of the papers are real baby-like. Many of the other ones are just real bold colors. And because his room actually is blue, red, and white with some green, I thought it was the perfect time to use that paper. So it's just a picture of my husband and me building the crib together. And I popped up some of the squares I cut. I cut 1.5-inch squares from the paper, and then I rounded only 2 of the corners. And then I went all the way down. But then I only popped some up, so to kind of give it some interest on there. And then I splattered some of my SEI Tumble Dye ink in blue and red all over the page. I used some washi tape. The thin green one is from Michaels, and the star one I had gotten from Washi Wishes. And then I just bought, or I shouldn't say bought, I grabbed a couple of the paint sample sheets from, I think it was Home Depot, and just kind of cut them out. And these are like the colors that we kind of accented his room with, so I thought that was a nice addition. And then, again, some washi. This red polka dot is from Target, and then this here green strip, again, is from Michaels. The Preparing the Nursery is a K & Company sticker. And then these are Jolie's Jolie's by You embellishments, and his theme in his room is actually sports, so that's why I added that there. And then this is just again a K & Company crib sticker, and then I dated it November 28th, 2010. So I love the way this turned out. It's actually going to be part of a 2-page layout because I have another picture of what his nursery does or did look like at the time. So I'm still working on that, but wanted to share. Thanks for watching. Bye.